What's going on, beautiful jellyfish? Tracy. I'm coming at you with literally a different angle today at my pretty cool MTG Sanctum playmat going on in the background. And basically, I'm going to be filming a monthly Magic haul. I will say I'm pretty sure all of these cards I traded for. I'm pretty sure. But I still figured I would film this. I asked on Twitter if you guys would be interested in seeing this as an extra video, so it doesn't count. I post 2 videos a week. This does not count as that like video. This is like going to be separate. But I wanted to film it anyway. Let me know if this is something that you guys like and that you're interested in. Some months I may not do it because I may not acquire cards, but I kept track of this on a list. Other than that, I would totally forget. Also, if you guys are crooked, I am so sorry. It's really annoying to film overhead videos. I don't really like doing that, but like, I don't know. Some of these cards are foil and I just rather feel like I'd film it like this way, but I'm so sorry. It takes a lot of like tinkering to like get these videos to like, you know, to do the overhead videos. So I have a bunch of new cards for my EDH decks. So first I actually opened up a Tezzeret, which I thought I would show you guys, and someone actually gave me the emblem. They opened it up in their pack, which was really cool. I opened this at the M19 release, which was super cool. I don't honestly remember other cards I opened, but I'm really happy I got this, and I put this immediately in Brea, so I'm super happy to have Tezzeret. That's awesome. Alright, where do we want to go next? Actually, I should have shown this first, but I forgot. Okay, so these are a couple of cards that I don't actually have like a use for, like they're not currently in decks. The first is I traded for another foil acidic slime and then realized all my other acidic slimes are already foil. So I don't really know what I'm going to be doing with this. I think I may just hang on to it in my collection because one day I may build Rune. I have no idea. That's like total, I don't know if that's going to happen. Okay, another random thing. So one day I was at Major Sanctum and Vincent, one of the employees, was like, Tracy, didn't you ask me about disdainful strokes in Vegas? And I was like, no. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, here are these anyway. So now I have a playset of promo disdainful strokes, which is really cool. So I'm just going to put those in my collection. And those will, I don't remember if I'm running one in sideboard, but I always like to have these on hand because I do run these in sideboard in Modern. And like one day when I build blue EDH, I may run this card. Okay, the next is I've actually never seen this card before, but guys, this is like one of the most beautiful Magic cards I've ever seen, and it's a freaking jellyfish. Look at that, guys. It's called Voidstalker, and I literally just traded for it for the art, so I could put it, I think, on my display board. I have like a little cork board in my room that I put cool things on, and I'm gonna put this on there. It's freaking so pretty. So it's like a $1 card, and I needed it. Okay, I only have one new card for Omnath. Omnath doesn't usually get a lot of tweaks. I feel like I don't really need a lot of cards for it. But, you know, if I'm trading for someone for foils, I will just, you know, I will just trade for foils. So, I got the Avenger of Zendikar. This is the, I don't remember. It was like a box. I don't know, like a dual deck or something like that. I feel like the foiling is not showing up well on camera for some reason for this card. It's a really dark card. Like the art is very dark, so I feel like maybe that's why. But I got this foil for Omnath. All right, next we'll do Angels next. I have a couple of new cards for Angels, which is super exciting. So I have 3 new foils, which I'll show you guys after. The first, I actually I was trading cards and I saw this and I was like, I've never seen this card before. Like, this is really cool and I thought it'd be really good. I think I'm going to see how well it works in Angels and I may get it for other decks too. Arc of Orazka. So it's got Ascend. So if you have 10 or more permanents, which like this is pretty easy to do because I, you know, accelerate, I would say. And then I can add colors to my pool, and then for 5 I draw a card, activate this only for the City's Blessing. I feel like I need more card draw in the deck and I love that this is a land. I'm really excited to see how this card plays out. Then I threw in a Rogue's Passage. I don't remember if I traded for this or if I like just had this on hand, but I'm pretty sure I purchased it actually now that I'm talking about it. And I really wanted to get this because I feel like sometimes I just need ways of making Avacyn unblockable. Not usually, but sometimes. So I figured I would get that. Then we have some foils. So I first got a foil Mass Calcify. I run a ton of board wipes in Avacyn. I run like so many. I run like 10, and that's not even including spot removal, that I have like a ton of spot removal too, which is super cool. So I got a foil Mass Calcify, which is super pretty. I then got a foil True Conviction, which to be honest is really just overkill in that deck. Like, I don't need this card in the deck, but now that I have it foil, I absolutely need to, so yeah. Then I got a foil Mind Stone, and I remember trading, and I don't think I originally had this card in the deck, and then I was like, you know what, it's foil, I might as well throw it in there. Angels are like one of my pretty decks, like I will say. I really put a lot of like money into that deck, you know? Alright, Tasigur got a ton of tweaks, which is super awesome. I got a ton of new cards to try out, and the deck is just running smoother, and I'm so happy. Okay, I've talked about before how I only have the Morph Den Protector in all my decks, so I decided that I really needed another Morph, so I got Bane of the Living, and I think this is really cool. I love that it's a board wipe. I love that I can recur it. I just think this card's really good. I don't know if this is gonna like work out. This may be something that just doesn't, you know, doesn't get there, but I figured for right now I got that, and I'm excited to try it. I then purchased a Reality Shift. I thought that this card, like, this is a card I never had in Tasigur, and I realized that I really need to. Like, they manifest, but you honestly just don't care. Like, you exile a creature for 2 mana. I think this is really sweet. This is a card that I've been wanting forever, and I feel like I've just never, I always forgot. Like, now I'm really organized, and I keep cards I want on a list, of which is so helpful. But I've always really wanted this card, and I figured I really needed it. I love that I can recur it, too, because it's an enchantment, so, yeah. Okay, then, kind of boring, but I got some lands. I don't want to say boring, actually. Like, lands can be really cool. I actually traded for one of the new, Full Art Forests, which are really cool. I love these. I have all the other Full Art Forests in, like, all of my decks, but I just got this one in Tasigur. It's kind of, like, my first spot of, like, pretty cards. So, that and Angel, so, yeah. I purchased a Myriad Landscape. I realized this card is really good, and I'm really starting to work on tweaking mana bases. I really want cards in my graveyard, especially lands, so I can delve them away for Tasigur and other things. So, I realized that this card would be really good in there, and yeah, it's basic lands, but I run a lot of basic lands, and I don't really care, so yeah. This card I figured would be really good. I actually realized that Dredge runs this card in Modern, and I was like, I've never like seen this card. Like, I've never knew that this existed, but I was looking at mana bases, and this card was in Tasigur, and I figured this would be like a really good card to put in there. Then I got a foil Paragon Drake. I do have the combo in the deck with Deadeye Navigator. And I saw this and I was like, this is so pretty. So I got that, and this card was like not very expensive. I traded for that. And then I've never actually seen this card before, but it's a Mana Zork. It's Sylvan Ranger. The land does come to your hand, but what I really like about this is that it's a 1/1, and it goes really well with Skull Clamp and Tasigur, and I really want mana acceleration in the deck, and I prefer to have it in creature forms. Like, I don't have Rampant Growther in the deck. They're all creatures for like things like Cascade Cagebreakers, and I never knew that this card existed, and it's a DCI promo, and it's really pretty. So yeah. Okay, and the last couple of cards I'm pretty much most excited for are new cards for ladies. So let's kind of like talk about the lands and get them out of the way first. So, I got a bunch of the, I don't know why, like, I just saw all of these this month, and there were a bunch of the foil, tri-lands. Now, I know in sophistication-wise, obviously I want fetches on shocks, because if I got every fetch and every shock, that would be, like, 20 cards of my mana base, and I probably wouldn't be running cards like this, but, like, I don't have money to dump into things like that right now. That's just not the reality. So, I figured for right now I have these, and I don't mind, like, having a slower mana base in each. Like, our playgroup isn't that aggressive, so I got the America Tri-land. I then got Jungle Shrine, which is the Naya one. And then I got the Savage Lands, which is the Jund one. So that was really cool. I got those 3 Tri-lands. And the other land that I got is, I don't run a lot of these, but I figured I saw this one and I would throw it in there when that mana base needs mad help with its tweaking. It is the Panorama one, and this is really, really pretty. I really like that art a lot. And then I got a Return to Dust. This card is really good, and I wanted it, and I traded it for something that was just worse than it. And I just think this card is like super important, and I really wanted it, so I got that. Okay, funny story about this card. I honestly don't know how I acquired 2 of these cards, because I want to say we opened up 2 in our Battle Bond box, or maybe like one of these came from drafting. Honestly, I don't know how we acquired 2, or maybe 3, because I think Paul took one and then I took the other, and then I had a third. And I don't know how. I don't remember trading for this, but who knows, maybe I did. I'm really excited anyways that I have this. So I put this in Ladies, and then I have the other one in Tassiger, and oh my god, Seedboard Muse is so good. I've done so well without that card, and I've done without that card, and now that I have it, I'm like, I need it. This is a card that I'm trying out for Ladies. It's Thalia's Lancers. I like it. It's like it tutors for a legendary, and then you're left with a 4/4 first striker. I think this card seems really solid, and I'm really intrigued. I can get like Captain Sisay with this, which is really cool, and then tutor for more legendaries, and I have like a lot of legendary ladies in there. Speaking of legendary ladies, this is the last card and the card that I'm most excited for. I have a foil Najila, the Blade Blossom. Guys, can we just really like take a minute to just really appreciate this foil, because it is so pretty. Oh my god. Okay, so I don't do this for warrior tribal, obviously. I mean, I have it's just a lady tribal deck. That's the point of it. But I figured for the second ability, I mean, goodness knows, it is so good. And also, too, like, you do get a 1/1 tapped and attacking because she's a warrior. And I may have some other warriors in the deck, to be honest. I don't know. It's, like, going to be, like, a subtype that, like, I don't like this, like, that I don't really pay attention to. But I'm just so excited to have this in my collection. Kind of how, like, I acquired this is we opened in our, was it Battle Bonds? What was it where the True Name Nemesis was reprinted? I don't remember, but we opened a foil True Name Nemesis, which the card, I don't know what it is right now, but at the time was like $230. So we were trading cards away, and so our friend Chuck, who's like obsessed with foils, gave like gave Paul like half in cash, the other half we did in trades. And so we were looking at trades, and like nothing else we saw we really like were interested in or like equaled that value. So Paul got a bunch of cards, I got some cards, and one of them was this, and this card is like $60. This is like, I think, one of the most expensive cards that I own, and I freaking love it. Yeah, very excited about that. So that is it, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this little quick like magic haul of cards. Let me know if you guys want me to continue doing these every month. Like I said, I may combine some months just because I may not have like cards to really talk about, or I may not have like as many. Like I said, I think I purchased like 2 out of those cards. Everything else I traded for. So that is it, and I will talk to you guys later.